If your factory morale is low and your operators don't seem to care anymore, this video explains why. Most manufacturing shops don't have a labor problem. They have a respect and leadership problem. If you think your operators are happy to work for you, you're wrong. Not maybe, not in some departments. Wrong. And I know that sentence just pissed off some people. Good. Because if it didn't, you're not who I'm talking to. Here's the part nobody wants to admit. Most operators want to be happy. They don't want to wake up hating their job. They don't want to wake up doing the bare minimum. They don't wake up wanting to complain. They want to feel proud of where they work. But pride doesn't survive disrespect. Let me ask you something, and don't answer aloud. Just be honest with yourself. Are your operators excited to come in? Or are they just showing up because the rent is due? Because showing up isn't happiness, it's survival. Morale on the floor is a single thing that can make a shop or quietly destroy it. And here's the part most people miss. You can have good equipment, good processes, good customers, and still have terrible morale. Because morale doesn't come from machines, it comes from people. Operators are not animals, they're not machines. They're not something you rent by the hour and discard it when it breaks. They are the lifeblood of the shop. And morale is what determines whether that blood flows freely or barely circulates. If morale is bad, everything feels heavy. Every shift feels longer than it is. Every problem feels bigger than it should be. And if morale is good, the same work gets done faster, with fewer mistakes and less friction. You don't have to have a production problem. You don't have to have a labor shortage problem. You don't even have to have a downtime problem. You have to have a respect problem. And respect problems don't show up on dashboards. Every owner says the same thing. My guys are happy. No, they're quiet. Quiet operators don't complain. They don't push back. They don't even suggest improvements. They nod. They work. They leave. And managers mistake that silence for satisfaction. Silence is not happiness. Silence is disengagement. Disengaged operators don't break rules. They stop caring. They don't fight the system. They let it fail. That's when you see rising scrap, more call offs. Nobody takes initiative anymore. Safety rules followed just enough not to get fired. And leadership scratches their head wondering, what's changed? Nothing changed. Respect ran out. Most operators want three very simple things: not complicated, not expensive. They want to know how to do their job correctly. They want to understand why the work matters, and they want to know why are they needed. That's it. Not pizza parties, not slogans, not posters on the wall telling them do better. And this is where a lot of shops get it wrong. They think respect is a personality trait or a vibe or something you either have or don't. Respect is a system. That's what I call the respect flow. Respect doesn't start with yelling, doesn't start with authority, it doesn't start with policies. It starts with training, real training, not watch this guy for a week and figure it out. Not, we'll train you when we got time. When an operator is trained properly, something changes. They stop guessing. They stop being afraid of messing up. They stop feeling stupid for asking questions. They understand the work. They understand the process. They understand how their job fits into the bigger picture. And when someone understands their work, they start taking ownership of it. And that's when respect starts flowing upward. They show up on time. They show up every day. They take pride in their station. They care when something goes wrong. Then the flow continues. On the other side, owners and managers who get this, they don't just bark orders. They recognize their operators who excel. Not once a year, not in a performance review nobody remembers. They correct the ones who are slacking by not humiliating them, but by coaching them, and they stay consistent. Same standards, same expectations, same respect every day. Respect given, respect earned. And when an operator feels needed and respected, they don't just work harder, they think harder. They solve problems you never see. They protect the shop like it's theirs. Let me tell you a story, because this part matters. I knew a shop that understood this. They trained well, they recognized effort, they treated operators like professionals. There was another shop down the road, did the same work, same type of industry. They offered $2 an hour more. One operator left. 2 weeks later, he was back. Not casually, begging. He said, they don't respect you over there. They treat you like a mule. $2 an hour wasn't worth feeling worthless. That company put him right back where he was. No punishment, no grudge. That was 10 years ago. That operator now is a production manager. Let that sit with you. Respect didn't just keep him, it built your next leader. Money attracts, respect retains. All right, that was enough of that. Let's take a break. If you work in a shop where this is true, let's go ahead and hit that like button. If you run a shop and this feels uncomfortable, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And for all of you, hit that little notification bell, because the next episode isn't going to be the one to let you hide either. Okay, let's go deeper, because this is where people usually get defensive. A lot of managers think respect means being liked. It doesn't. Respect means clarity. Respect means consistency. Respect means not moving the goalpost every week. Nothing kills morale faster than that's not how we do it anymore. Just get it done. We'll fix it later, because I said so. Those phrases tell operators one thing: your brain isn't required here. And when you tell people their brain isn't needed, don't be shocked when they stop using it. Morale is the multiplier. If morale is low, every change feels like an attack. If morale is high, change feels like a challenge. That's why two identical shops can have completely different outcomes. Same machines, same pay, same hours, different morale. Morale affects throughput, quality, safety, attendance, turnover, culture, everything. Operators are the blood. Morale is the pressure in the system. So if you want one simple rule to remember, it's this: show respect, get respect. Morale follows. And if you're sitting there thinking, okay, where do I start? You start by listening. You start by training. You start by being consistent. You start by recognizing effort in real time. No speeches, no slogans, systems. And if this sounds like your shop or the shop you want to run, that's what I help with. Not motivation, not posters. Systems that build respect from the floor up. Because when morale is right, everything gets easier. My information is down below. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.